Hi, I am Roop, the founder director ANI Magazine Hyderabad, Arcade Publications Private Limited. So today we have a dynamic designer Avinav from Alankar Studio and project management consultant Mehul from Alankar Studio. They both are associated and working together past 10 years. It's wonderful to have them on our podcast session. Hello sir, I am Roop
Hi.
Darak. Hi sir.
Hi, sir.
Roop Darak. How are you sir?
Good, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, sir. I'm doing great. Thanks for coming. Thanks for
Arre,
taking out
our
time in
pleasure.
your busy schedule.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sir. First, I would like to ask you about your experience, sir, in getting featured in A&I magazine. How do you feel about it, sir?
We were really elated when we came to know that our firm and our work is getting featured in an ANI magazine, which is one of the very prestigious magazines of Hyderabad. We really were happy. Yeah, we really were happy, and we really were elated that we were invited for this. And we were really thankful. We are really thankful for this. Thankful to this magazine for.
No, sir. It's honestly speaking, it's our privilege to feature your sites, and featuring your site has given a privilege to our magazine.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
Generally, if you see, there is no magazine based out of Hyderabad. All the magazines you will find from Mumbai,
Yeah.
Delhi, Ahmedabad, or Bangalore,
True.
and very few architects of
Yeah,
Hyderabad.
it's a very good platform. I must say, Roop, that this is a very good platform that you're creating for architects, even designers, young designers who are doing good for themselves. And we are really happy to see their work published along with us, and our work published with some of the greats of Hyderabad who are doing good for themselves.
Yes, yes.
I think that's really good to be on the platform where we are recognized for the journey and the good work that we have been doing, and we will be doing in future.
100%, sir. All the very best for that, sir.
Thank you.
Right.
Mehul, sir,
Yeah.
would start with you.
Right.
You are doing a very interesting subject in this industry.
Yeah.
That is PMC.
Yeah, project management consultancy is a very vast field, as I was telling you some time back. That PMC, people feel that PMC is यारे ठीक है एक है architect जो that architect is just coordinating with few contractors, vendors, clients. No, it's a subject in itself. Project management consultancy is about how you are managing the whole project right from the onset to the zenith. And every minute detail of the project matters when you are doing project management consultancy. Suppose if we miss in one particular portion, the other portions also automatically get sampled. Like if you are doing a project and if there's an MEP consultant involved in a project, so MEP consultants get designs, drawings, everything has to be designed, studied by a PMC consultant. They have to discuss those things with the present architect who is doing the project. After discussing it with the present architect who is doing it, again go back to the board with the PMC consultant. If there are changes, incorporate them. It's a process, and it's an interesting process. Many of the architects and interior designers who pass out from the college these days, they do not even know what a project management consultant would do or what he should be involved in doing. Even when they are teaching project management consultancy in college, they leave out a lot of fine minute details of what a project management consultant should be involved in. And many times the architect or the clients, they don't involve the project management consultancy right from the onset. So what happens is they are involved in midway. Whatever has happened beforehand impacts the project, which the architects or the clients they don't realize. So if right from the beginning a project management consultant is involved, and mind you, I will say project management consultant can be an architect, can be not an architect as well. Right? He need not necessarily be an architect.
Yeah.
He can be of any field. He has to have that understanding of meticulousness of a project.
You should have that management skills basically.
Exactly. So it's like managing a project. It's like managing a baby from morning to evening. Project management consultancy is like that too.
100%. Basically, I too generally feel that, sir, when it comes to project management consultant, it is a bridge between architect designer. You are bridging the gap between them.
More than that.
Sir,
More-
I would like to highlight now, for an example, if in case we're designing, and now what happens is how good design you make it, but if it is not executed properly, it doesn't come out good.
Very good.
So in this particular field, we need contractors, we need people who are educated. See, everything to get a preciseness needs in detail finishing. So that can only be helped and that can only be eased by be hiring or maybe by taking care of project management, giving it to project management. So that way it becomes very easy for an interior designer or architect. And very frankly, see, even the laborers, they may be having skill, but they don't know how to put it on a right place. So that is where project management people can teach them, get best out of them. So I think Mehul bhai plays a very big role in that, and that is where we are right now. See, I started my journey in 2008, as I told you.
Yes, sir.
But we were doing projects, but we were not getting that kind of feel that even after the project was getting over, the finishing and the neatness was not there. So once Mehul bhai came into picture and he started taking care of the small things. Now we love to now go to see the project, like we are going to sites and we are enjoying the sites, seeing that the finishing is coming out good. So that is the difference which we can
So
feel.
what Avinav was trying to say is that it's a journey.
Understood.
Project management project itself is a journey.
100%.
So when a person who is right from the beginning involved to manage a project, a journey becomes very smooth. There is no other challenges in that. It is just that you have to meticulously align things in the slots where they have to be there. Once they fall into that place, then the journey is very smooth.
आप लोग 3 associate है, sir. Trumel sir is an architect.
Yes.
Avinav sir is taking care of interior
We
design.
are not associates, we are partners.
Associate and partner. one and the same.
For me, it's different. Associate partner is a partner.
Why we are saying this is like we started as a friend.
Done.
So then we started the company and we understood what each and every person does, and then we collaborated. We came as a
It's a
team.
collaborative between the three of us.
जैसे सर अभी आपने बताया था अविनाव सर कि पहले आप जो प्रोजेक्ट करते थे बिफोर मेहुल सर के इन्वॉल्वमेंट से पहले, तो आपको वर्कमैनशिप में दिक्कत होती थी और दैट काइंड ऑफ आउटपुट यू एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम द साइड उतना मिलता नहीं था, बिकॉज क्या होता था आप लोग आपके दूसरे साइड पे इट इज नॉट ओनली यू हैव वन साइड, बट जो जितना डिटेलिंग से एक प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट इन्वॉल्व होकर देख सकता है उतनी बारीकी से एक डिजाइनर नहीं देख सकता
100%
है. रीजन क्या है कि n number of things are rotating in his mind.
No, a designer is a designer. Look, see, at the end of the day, if you tell a designer to do a wow design, he will be able to put it in place.
Yeah.
But he's not a meticulous. See, there is always a left brain and a right brain. Will you agree to that? You have left brain. So the brain which the designers use for their thought processes is totally different. They will not use the other part of the brain, which they, even if they have, they will feel that no, that is not my job. That is absolutely not my job. My job is to design. My job is to give the product to a client which is good. But to get that product into shape, you need someone who will be able to has that vision, which is like a designer, and who will be able to manage it and execute it. That is important. So it's like a left brain and a right brain. Like, you have to understand that fact that a project management consultant and a designer, they go hand in hand. No one. If you understand the meaning of a project, then these two will have to go hand in hand.
True.
It cannot. One cannot surpass the other.
वेरी ट्रू. तो सर अगर कोई क्लाइंट रेडी नहीं होता है, जनरली क्या है कमर्शियल्स इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, डिजाइनिंग चार्जेस एक डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट हो गया. मतलब आर्किटेक्ट की एक अलग फीस हो जाती है, इंटीरियर डिजाइनिंग की एक अलग हो जाती है, एंड पीएमसी इज अगेन डिफरेंट. आई एम टॉकिंग कमर्शियली.
Correct.
तो अगर कोई कारणवश क्लाइंट आपका बोलता है नहीं भाई डोंट वांट प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट व्हेन अभिनव जी आप ही डिजाइन कर रहे हो, सो व्हाई आई नीड अ प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट, तो वो साइट आपको हैंडल करने में अब कितनी दिक्कत होती है, बिकॉज नाउ यू गॉट यूज्ड टू मेहुल जी, तो क्या प्रॉब्लम फेस करते हैं सर आप ऐसी टाइम पे?
रूप जी, इसमें क्या होता है, नॉर्मली अगर बाई चांस क्लाइंट एग्री नहीं भी करता है तो फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट थिंग हम लोग वो प्रोजेक्ट को वी एक्सप्लेन देम कि भाई ये इसमें क्या चीज़ का आपका बेनिफिट रहेगा, क्या चीज़ का बेनिफिट नहीं रहेगा. एंड इवन देन इफ इन केस वो नहीं मानता है, बाय एनी चांस हम लोग ऑप्ट नहीं करते हैं, तो फिर वी गिव देम वेरी वेरी क्लियर थिंग दैट वी विल गिव यू ड्राइंग्स, वी विल नॉट टेक केयर ऑफ एनी ऑफ योर
Execution part.
education part. Tomorrow if it is coming out good, we'll come and see whether it is coming out good or not. तो हम लोग एक लेवल तक ही उनको हेल्प कर सकते हैं. अगर कोई आदमी नॉलेज लेना चाहे तो वी कैन गिव नॉलेज. इफ ही डजंट, इफ इज ब्लॉकिंग हिज माइंड सेइंग कि भाई मुझे नहीं करना है, देन ही कैन फील द रिजल्ट्स लेटर. सो वी व्हाट वी डू वी सी वी कांट स्टॉप द बिजनेस. हम लोग को भी आज बिजनेस रन करने के लिए कमर्शियल्स रिक्वायर्ड है. सो लेट्स बी वेरी प्रैक्टिकल एंड वी गिव देम अ डिज़ाइन. It is not that we don't give them a design, but then we try to educate them कि भाई why PMC is required, why is it required, why you want that finishing. See, डिज़ाइन तो सभी लोग करते हैं. ऐसा कोई नया चीज़ नहीं है कि डिज़ाइन नहीं करोगे, आप कुछ भी नया करोगे डिज़ाइन में आ जाएगा. बट वो चीज़ों को प्रॉपर जगह पे रख के प्रॉपर प्लेस करने में जो मज़ा है वो आप नॉर्मल डिज़ाइन बनाने में कोई मज़ा नहीं आएगा. तो वो एक अपन को बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है.
There are few countries like India which is little reluctant to employ a project management consultancy because the client feels that it's an additional cost or an additional cost burden which they have to bear, actually, which is a job of an architect. But no, everywhere around the world now, what is happening, Roop, is that the designers, they design and then they hand over the whole design to a team of project managers who help them execute a project.
Okay.
It is there everywhere, and in a near future you will see this change very strongly happening all over India, because the way India is progressing and the way India is growing, you will not, the architects will not be able to function without a project management consultant. That is 200% sure.
Same.
Because India is progressing at that rapid, and with the invent of AI, it is very now project management consultants.
AI means artificial intelligence or artificial intelligence. When you said AI, I was feeling good at AI with the architect's intelligence.
Yeah, that is also there. But with the advent of AI, any Tom, Dick and Harry now can just put his requirement on the sites and they get the design. करना क्या उसके बाद?
That is important. Execution is major.
करना क्या उसके बाद? What next after
What
that?
next?
You will not be able to do that without the help of a person who is going to help you execute that project. And that is where project management consultants are going to be playing an important role.
अभी आप लोग पैन इंडिया काम कर रहे हैं सर.
Yes.
पैन इंडिया का काम कर रहे हैं. तो मैनेज कैसे होता है सर? इतना सारा काम, इतनी सारी क्रिएटिविटी, इतने सारे आपके प्रोजेक्ट.
सर सिंपल वे में बताता हूँ सर. मैं खाली इंटीरियर देखता हूँ, रूमिल खाली आर्किटेक्ट देखता है, पीएमसी खाली मेहुल भाई देखते हैं. हमने अपना वर्क सेग्रीगेट कर दिया है. दूसरी चीज़, जब एक डिज़ाइन बन के आता है, वी जस्ट हैव टू सेंड द डिज़ाइन, एक्सप्लेन द गुड पीएमसी पर्सन. व्हेन अगेन मैं वही बता रहा हूँ, पीएमसी आदमी अगर वो समझ लेता है बराबर, तो इट मेक्स थिंग्स वेरी ईजी. उसके बाद कोई डिफिकल्टी नहीं रहती. यू कैन डू पैन इंडिया बिकॉज ड्राइंग रीड करने आता है. लाइक प्रीवियसली मेहुल भाई बोल रहे थे कि भाई हैदराबाद में ऑलमोस्ट 10 years बिफोर कल्चर ये था कि भाई लेबर को ड्राइंग रीड करने नहीं आता था. तो आज के तारीख में क्या हो गया, नाउ दे आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, क्योंकि वो एक सब्जेक्ट बन गया है. नाउ दे नो हाउ द ड्राइंग्स आर मेड, हाउ द थिंग्स आर मूविंग. तो वो हिसाब से इट इज़ बिकमिंग ईजी. सो फॉर एजुकेशन फर्स्ट स्टार्टिंग में वी हैड ट्रबल्स, नाउ इट इज़ बिकमिंग ईजी फॉर अस.
Coming to Pan India, we have executed multiple projects Pan India. There's a company for which we have executed around 40 projects at one time, starting from the scale of project of
40 projects.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Around the smallest size of the unit that we have executed is 350 square feet, and the largest that we have executed is of around 4,500 square feet.
Okay.
All happening at one time. All getting finished in 70 days.
Great.
But for that, what my office did was, my office gave me proper drawings. I saw to it that all the drawings were properly understood by 3 different sets of contracting team, which we sent to those places. And it is actually Pan India project. We have executed projects in the places like Begusarai, Samastipur, Haldwani, Calcutta, Pune, Mumbai. There are 42 sites which we have done at one time, and it is possible. But when is it possible? When 3 things happen at the same time. One is proper designing, proper project timelines, and proper cost alignments. When these 3 falls into its place, this is 70 days flat.
70 days you have 42 projects.
Yes.
That's great. So
with SAT connectivity for each and every site, because it was for a company.
Okay. It's really great, sir.
So that is where PMC falls into place. You can do a project in a particular span of time where clients are aware that this is what they're going to spend, where the PMC people or MEP people are aware that this is what is required by a contracting team on site, and an architect is aware what all he has to do to start a project, to initiate a project. So we need to sit together on a table, close these things. Once these things are sorted, things happen.
So sir, इस पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट में आपने जो भी वहाँ पे फर्नीचर बना था या जो भी काम हुआ था, it happened at some factory or on site सब बना था?
So some of around 60% of material for furniture and everything had happened in 2 or 3 different factories, and 30%, 40% of the work happened on site.
जैसे जो पॉसिबल नहीं है कि हम लोग बाहर से कर सकें,
नहीं,
kind of
वॉल क्लैडिंग है, वो सब चीज
Wall
इट्स नॉट
paneling,
हाँ,
flooring,
वो
ceiling,
सब पॉसिबल ही
electrical.
नहीं रहता. यू कांट डू इट आउटसाइड, यू हैव टू डू इट ऑन द साइट इटसेल्फ.
बिगेस्ट चैलेंज इन दिस प्रोजेक्ट सर जो आपने फेस किया?
Biggest challenge in this project was obviously the contractors who were working on site. Factory में problem नहीं आता है, but the people who are working on site, that is the concern. So what we did was we zoned the spaces like east zone, west zone, north zone. So on the eastern front, I had 3 of my people continuously going, coordinating on a day-to-day basis from point zero. Plus, there were 2 or 3 people who were continuously on the site, roaming around and coordinating the whole project with me as one singular identity. Similarly in north zone, similarly in south zone.
वैसे भी खैर आपके
नहीं,
पास
तो
zone
इसमें
decide
सर
करने
मैं
के
एक
लिए
highlight-
master ही है ध्रुमिल जी.
हाँ?
He is master into deciding the zones.
ही इज, तो वही मैं बता रहा हूँ ना, मतलब मेरा बोलना वही है कि भाई तीनों का अलग अलग रोल है.
अलग अलग रोल.
तीनों का अलग अलग रोल के बाद फाइनली एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए वी नीड मेहुल भाई. मेहुल भाई का रोल ये है, सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ मैं आपको हाईलाइट करना चाहता हूँ कि डिसिप्लिननेस. नॉर्मली कमिंग फ्रॉम मुंबई दे आर वेरी पर्टिकुलर अबाउट टाइम.
Yes.
अगर आज कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट करना है, यू वांट टू कंप्लीट इन 70 days, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग व्हाट वी
Yes.
रिक्वायर इज Hyderabad people cannot do it. Very frankly, even I can't do it.
नवाब ने नहीं.
Certain places I have to accept कि मेहुल भाई में एक जो खूबी है कि he is thinking that he wants to complete in this particular timeline. He has that vision that he has to complete. So वो आदमी से कैसे काम कराना है, he is well capable of it and he is very calmly, quietly he does that. वो आदमी से कैसे उसका स्किल और कैसे उसका प्रेशर डाल के उसके ऊपर काम करा के वो टाइम पे काम कराना इज अ स्किल.
तभी होते हैं सर. नहीं तो 70 days में 42 projects, it is next to impossible. मतलब
No, it's not next. It's
नहीं,
not impossible.
एक
And that-
नॉर्मल जोन बताओ सर, आपने तो
सर,
execute
उसमें
कर
2
दिया.
चीज़ है. जैसे अभी ड्रुमिल है, उसके पीछे हिज ग्रैंडफादर बीवी
Yeah.
जोशी.
Yeah.
So he is also coming from a place which बीवी जोशी is a very big name in
Very big
Ahmedabad.
name, very
आप
god of architect भी बोल सकते हैं.
हाँ, तो उनके अंडर काम करके ही इज कम हियर.
Yeah.
He's
So
from
वो
Indian architect.
वो पर्टिकुलर चीज़ का जो आइडेंटिटी है, दैट इटसेल्फ उनके अंदर काम करने से यू गेट एन एक्सपीरियंस.
Very.
See, everything starts from experience. Even though you must be educated, you must have studied a lot, but जो एक्सपीरियंस काम में आता है, that comes at very crucial time. अभी मेहुल भाई है, मेहुल भाई ने इनफैक्ट आपको पता ही है कि भाई सोलंकी सर का तो
सर का एक बड़ा प्लस है कि सर मुंबई फॉलो करते हैं.
मुंबई
That is
फॉलो
the biggest
करते हैं
advantage.
और सोलंकी सर के अंदर काम किया है, नॉट एज ए
Not as a
सन.
son, but as a intern.
तो फिर वहाँ पे आई एम 100% श्योर, जो एक्सपीरियंस मुझे मेहुल भाई ने बोला है कि काफ़ी बार चालों के सामने गाली भी सुना है, सब कुछ हुआ है. तो वो पर्टिकुलर चीज़ वो टाइम पे काफ़ी बुरी लगती है, बट वो पर्टिकुलर चीज़ जो लाइफ
No,
में
it has-
हेल्पफुल
it has
होती
helped-
है.
It has helped in a big way. Other than that, I have also worked with an architect called Sandeep Shikre.
Okay.
I don't know whether you heard of him. He's a very big architect in Bombay.
Okay.
So that's a very big firm also.
शिकरे ना जो सुपरएक्स के ब्रिज बनाते हैं.
No. That is
No.
Shirke.
That is Shirke.
This
From
is Sandeep Shikre. Sandeep Shikre is the one who designed Kohinoor City, Kohinoor Square.
Okay.
So he is also one of the very very powerful force in aligning what I am today. That firm has really shaped me in a big way. So that is what it is, and it is possible. See, Roop, working, if you are systematic in your working, and if you know what you have to deliver in what given point of time, what all are the challenges which you are going to face. If you do things in the beginning, so your error boils down to 7 to 10%. That it's not that you don't face with errors in your projects, but it boils down to 7 to 10%. That is also a little higher. Generally, it boils down to 5 to 7%. That's the margin of error that is there when you're doing a project management for a project. That is what it is. Yeah, that's all.
One more personal question, sir. जितना भी हमने देखा है सुना है, पार्टनरशिप करना आसान है, उसको निभाते चलना सेम प्रोफेशन में रहते हुए, how tough it is for you three.
So I'll
Avinav
answer
sir
the
and
question.
Mehul sir.
I'll answer the question. देखिए सर, एक चीज सिंपल है कि everyone has different wavelengths, everyone has different
Right.
mindset. Normally किसी एक को even if he is right, certain times he has to bend down, saying that कि ठीक है, you have to understand him. And now I know what Mehul bhai does it. मतलब उनका PMC का काम है, तो it's like even if in case I have some doubts, it is like I call him in the room and tell him कि Mehul bhai ये मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है, क्या करना है. So that kind of thing we should have between each other. मतलब वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए. सेकेंड चीज़ ये है कि भाई कभी काफ़ी टाइम्स क्लाइंट से मेजरली इंटरेक्शन मेरा ही रहता है क्लाइंट से, बिकॉज ड्रूमिल का क्या रहता है, ड्रूमिल इज़ इनटू डिज़ाइनिंग, मेहुल भाई इज़ इनटू पीएमसी. सो क्लाइंट का भी एक माइंडसेट रहता है. यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द माइंडसेट ऑफ द
That is
पर्सन.
very important.
आज क्लाइंट हर इंसान हर पर्सन विल नॉट टेल यू टू मेक ए, यू विल नॉट गिव ए फ्री हैंड टू मेक योर थिंग्स. सो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड वे हिज बजट इज वर्किंग आउट. How can we manage that? How can we give best out of that? See, every person is not going to give you saying कि भाई we have free hands for you, do whatever you want, and then ultimately चीज़ अच्छी होनी चाहिए. वैसा नहीं रहता. So हर एक का अपना अपना बजट है, हर एक का अपना अपना thought process है. How good I make, but if he is not liking it, then it's no use for me.
Very true.
हर एक इंडिविजुअल का अपना अपना एक लाइकिंग है. तो वो पर्टिकुलर उनके ड्रीम को समझ के एक पेपर पे लेके आके पहले उनसे वो पर्टिकुलर चीज़ के ऊपर 3D बना के समझ के फिर एग्जीक्यूट करने में यू फील मोर हैप्पी. सी अल्टीमेटली ऑल आर फील वी आर इनटू सर्विस इंडस्ट्री. अगर इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू गिव दैट पर्सन हैप्पीनेस, देन इट इज ऑफ नो यूज. डिजाइनिंग एंड एवरीथिंग इज अल्टीमेटली द पर्सन हु गोज इन द हाउस और हु गोज इन द ऑफिस, he wants his particular dream to be fulfilled.
All the three of us are very passionate about what we do.
That I totally agree, because I know the story of Drumil sir and Avinav sir. आप तो खैर इसी बैकग्राउंड से है, son of Mr. Solanki. They are known. Avinav sir is known for his ancestors' jewelry business. They are very known in entire. He left that luxury business and came into the service industry, which is again very
That
tough.
also has one reason behind it.
Drumil sir,
Yes.
Drumil sir भी well settled platform था उनके पास में, because it's almost 7 decades.
Correct.
68 years into sanitary industry, with set business, and both, if I'm not wrong, both are single son.
Yes.
Avinav ji is also
Yes.
single son and Drumil sir is also single son. वो छोड़कर यहाँ पर आके करना, it is not.
देखिए सर, मैं इनफैक्ट मेरी जर्नी के बारे में आई एम अगेन हाईलाइटिंग इट कि 2008 में जब मैंने शुरू किया था, मेरे घर में इनफैक्ट वी हैव अ जॉइंट फैमिली. मेरे घर में सब लोग ने बोला इतना बड़ा ज्वेलरी का बिजनेस रख के यू आर डूइंग दिस नॉनसेंस. वो टाइम पे इंटीरियर करना मतलब यू आर डूइंग समथिंग काइंड ऑफ ए लेबर वर्क. इट वाज लाइक दैट काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन, बिकॉज आप ज्वेलरी बैकग्राउंड से आने के बाद ऑल ऑफ सडन आप किसी का घर बना रहे हो, किसी का कुछ कर रहे हो, तो इट वाज नॉट वेरी रिकग्नाइज्ड. एंड इंटीरियर आर्किटेक्ट वर नॉट वेरी रिकग्नाइज्ड, बिकॉज वो लोग को ऐसा लगता था कि भाई बिल्डिंग बना देना है, खाली दरवाजा लगा दो, रूम बना दो, काम हो जाएगा,
4 पेपर तो बना के देगा,
बस
वैसे ही था.
तो वो फाइट करते करते आई सेड कि अपना खुद का प्रॉपर्टी है, आई विल डेवलप दैट प्रॉपर्टी, एटलीस्ट लोगों को कन्विंस करने के लिए. आई स्टार्टेड इन 2008 से लेके आई डिड ऑलमोस्ट 5 years ऑफ चैरिटी फॉर पीपल. आई डिड फॉर विटल ज्वेलर्स, आई डिड मेनी पीपल. इनफैक्ट काफ़ी लोगों का मैंने काम किया, घर बनाया. फिर घर बनाने के बाद वो एक्सपीरियंस जो है दैट वाज द बिगेस्ट थिंग इन माई लाइफ. देन आई मेट ड्रूमिल से मिला. ड्रूमिल से उसका एक्सपीरियंस जो था, व्हाट ही लर्न अंडर क्या बोलते हैं, अहमदाबाद में जाके जोशी सर के पास, he started giving his experience. Then we understood what is the thing, where I was going wrong. See, someone comes and tells you कि भाई कहाँ पे अपन गलत होते हैं.
To show the mirror.
Yes. So I was doing quite a big projects. I was doing almost 15-20 projects at that particular time, individually handling the projects. But he said, no, we have to organize ourselves much more better. We'll give a drawings. In spite of you going on the site, better we'll keep someone, we'll have a drawing. So जो experience आता है, जो अपन hand to hand जो काम बढ़ता है, I accepted that. I said yes. Then Romil said, we'll start from architect also, not only interiors, we'll do architect also. अपन स्ट्रक्चर से भी काम करते हैं. So we started doing structural work. Structural work करते करते then we came across with Mehul bhai. So God is great that he's got everyone together.
मोस्ट नीडेड चीजें एक साथ मिल गई.
एक साथ आया. सबके पास एक्सपीरियंस है. Apart from educations, everyone has struggled to get this thing. It was not easy कि भाई हाँ चलो उनको सब पहले से आता था. We started doing. So we understood what is the technicality in everything. We understood the people. Even today, I am the main front face to people when it comes to communication and understand what is the requirement. Because it's very important कि आप कितना भी drawing करो मगर उनके requirement के हिसाब से नहीं होगा तो it is not going to fulfill. तो वो एक बहुत बड़ा criteria है. And even if you are doing a project of even 15 lakhs, वो पर्टिकुलर चीज़ को अगर प्रॉपर वे में करते हैं तो इट कैन कम आउट वेरी गुड. इट इज़ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड दैट यू हैव टू डू वेरी बिग प्रोजेक्ट ओनली टू गेट द थिंग्स गुड. सो उसको कैसे कर सकते हैं एंड हाउ कैन वी प्लान एंड हाउ मच डेडिकेशन वी कैन पुट इट टू इट, दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो वी मोस्टली ट्राई टू डू समथिंग विच इज इन विच वी फील पीपल कैन बी हैप्पी आफ्टर डूइंग द प्रोजेक्ट. So that is that.
And in today's market, the way the exposure is happening all around, it's like a boom. And
Hyderabad is growing tremendously.
no, I'm talking about everywhere around. Not only Hyderabad, it's Delhi, it's Bangalore, it's Chennai.
Yeah, but sir, generally, मतलब what we have noticed, आज की डेट में जितना स्कोप हैदराबाद में दिख रहा है ना सर, you won't find in any other
So
city.
second tier cities are giving fantastic jobs. Like Hyderabad is a second tier city. Raipur is a second tier city. Then Varanasi is a second tier city. Ayodhya is a second tier city. All these second tier cities.
Now
are
Surat
booming
is getting
big time.
developed.
Surat, you should go and see Surat is there. Even Baroda is there. Jamnagar you should go and see. They are booming big time.
आपको मजा कहाँ आता है सर काम करके? हैदराबाद में प्राउड ऑफ हैदराबाद.
सर मैं पूरी इंडिया में काम कर चुका हूँ, राइट फ्रॉम.
तो आपको सबसे ज्यादा मजा कहाँ आता है सर काम करने में? एंड विद अ जस्टिफाइड रीजन.
Obviously Hyderabad is one of the places which I enjoy because nowadays Hyderabad has that culture of understanding what we require. Earlier this was also in the league of what other cities were. Hyderabad also has good financial backing. I tell you that. Other than other cities, Hyderabad has good financial
Yes.
backing.
Spending capacity.
Spending capacity.
No, but what I will say is like मेरा और रुमिल का ऐसा है कि भाई what हम लोग जो डिज़ाइन करते हैं वो मुंबई में अगर हम लोग वो डिज़ाइन करें क्योंकि छोटी जगह रहती है वो डिज़ाइन करने में मज़ा अलग आता है.
Spaces of designing ना. I'm still telling you, with Rumil and Avinav, I tell them that boss मेरे को एक 450 square foot में 2-bedroom hall kitchen का flat set करके दिखाओ with attached powder bathroom. I will lose anything in it. That is where planning strategies is very.
इधर क्या है सर?
Exactly सर. तो क्या होता है?
देखते ना सर, फ्लैट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम 1800 SFT. 2500 SFT, 4000 SFT. Now they have a single floor rate of 16,000 SFT.
And I'm not able to understand. अभी तो कोई, in fact, no one is ready to compromise also. Everyone wants a bigger flat only.
Bigger flat. My one personal question to you, sir. What would be your suggestion or an advice or an guidance to the aspiring project management consultant of our fraternity? What should be their approach? How do they justify their designation of project management consultant, sir?
See, I will tell you something what my ex-boss had told me, Sandeep sir. He's like, anything that you do has dearth of knowledge. Knowledge doesn't stop at a point where you feel that you know everything. But the day you feel that, you know you're dead.
True.
Project managers, our role is to enlighten ourselves every day, every point of the day. A staff who's working for me also gives me some new thing to learn. So learn. That is the only thing that is going to keep you afloat.
True.
Seekte raho. That is the only thing that you will be able to be ahead of everyone else. If you will think that no, I know everything under the sun and this is the only way. No, there are multiple ways to solve a single problem. That is what it is. That is my genuine advice to each and every architect or each and every person who is thinking of taking up project management as their subject. Learn, understand, and then apply.
Basically, you would like to say them to be a learner.
Yeah, you have to always, you should learn every point of the day, every time of the day. Right now also we are learning certain things. कुछ मुझे नहीं पता, आपसे कुछ सीखने को मिला. Abhinav say every day we are learning
100%.
something.
Whenever we interact, we learn something. I totally agree
So
with you.
so that is a knowledge. Knowledge is something which you should always keep your mind open. Never have that attitude that I know everything under the sun. What will that person come and teach me? The smallest of the person will also come and give you an important lesson of your life, which you will never know how it's going to be, how you are going to implement it in your day.
Very true, sir. जनरली बोलते हैं ना सर, आप कभी भी जो भी कुछ सीखोगे व्यर्थ तो नहीं जाएगा. It will definitely come into use now or in future. ये तो बोलते हैं.
So that's what my boss has told me, that you should learn. That you should not stop at any given point of time. Learn, सीखो.
Same question with you, Avinav sir.
बोलिए सर.
What एस्पायरिंग डिजाइनर्स जो है, स्पेशली जो स्टार्टर्स है, अभी 3-4 साल करके डायरेक्टली इंटर्नशिप नहीं करते हैं, प्रैक्टिस में उतर जाते हैं, तो उनके लिए आपका क्या सजेशन है? आप उनको क्या एडवाइस देना चाहोगे? इफ दे वांट टू बी द गुड डिजाइनर और उनको जो भी काम मिला है, लेट इट बी विद देयर पर्सनल रिलेशन व्हाटएवर, बट दे शुड जस्टिफाई देयर वर्क, तो उसके लिए आप एक क्या मैसेज देना चाहोगे?
सर नॉर्मली देखिए, एनी पर्सन हु स्टार्ट्स दे विल हैव सम माइंडसेट. हर एक इंसान का एक माइंडसेट रहेगा स्टार्ट करने के टाइम पे कि मैं ये करता हूँ, मैं ये करूँगा, मैं ये पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में ही मैं आई विल डू मास्टर्स इन दैट. बट वैसा नहीं होता. लाइफ डजंट टेक यू इन द वे यू वांट. यू हैव टू मूव अराउंड विद द लाइफ. सो बेसिकली आप किसी के पास भी यू गो, यू वर्क, यू लर्न एज ए किड, यू लर्न एज ए स्टार्टर. यू कैन नॉट से कि आई नो अबाउट दिस, लाइक हाउ मेहुल हैव टोल्ड. और छोटे से छोटा भी रहने दो. मैं इनफैक्ट आई लाइक टू हाईलाइट, मेरा मेहुल भाई का 10 साल का गैप है. Drumel and myself has 8 years gap. So all these gaps, even after 10 years, he is having so much of experience. There are many things that he मतलब मेहुल भाई मुझे पूछते हैं कि भाई कैसे करना है, और वही चीज़ मैं ड्रूमिल को भी पूछता हूँ, क्योंकि he knowing almost everything because he is more. In fact, when I entered into interiors, he was almost 15 years, 10 years उनका पूरा मतलब कोर्स हो चुका था. He started doing everything. मतलब he was taking projects, he was doing PMC, he was doing interiors, he was doing everything. But फिर भी ऐसी कोई चीज़ रह जाती है जो एक यूथ बोल सकते हैं, आप स्टार्टर बोल सकते हैं. They may be having knowledge about it. आज का जो ट्रेंड है, we are blocked with certain things. तो वो ट्रेंड को अडॉप्ट करने के लिए we'll have to understand, we'll have to give chance to everyone. जो स्टार्टर है उन लोग को सबसे पहले स्ट्रगल करना पड़ेगा. They'll have to feel the things. You must be good in drawing, you must be doing good in your school, colleges, wherever, but you'll have to be practically going and seeing. आज एक very frankly, आज अगर आप एक मेस्ट्री है, even एक brick बना रहा है, you can't give the drawing to that particular person. He will not understand the drawing because he is expert in doing that, because he is doing it since ages. He has certain things which even your drawing cannot do it. Even after you getting educated from any university, even in the world, वो पर्टिकुलर चीज़ जो उनके पास सीखने मिलेगा वो आपको कहीं पे भी नहीं मिलेगा. सो यू हैव टू गिव इम्पोर्टेंस टू ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन. इवन इट्स अ लेबर ऑल्सो, a very low class labor also, you have to understand what technical things he has in his mind, because he is practically doing it. So it's very important कि practical चीज़ को ज़्यादा importance दे के giving more importance to book knowledge. That is my
One
vision.
more thing I want to add is that whatever knowledge that you have gained from your schools and colleges, it is a knowledge which should not be kept aside. That is an important thing that you are learning. Your parents are spending for you. Keep that knowledge with you. That knowledge base is very important when you put a stepping stone into this practice field. Many times what we have seen is these youngsters who come to us after they come from college. They have actually forgotten what is taught in college. But that is not the fact. And also a sincere request to the professors who are teaching them to guide them with the fact that they are going to enter into this field tomorrow. That is, as practicing architects, we are facing this big challenge. Like kids who are even coming out of the colleges or schools, their knowledge base is half big. There is everything in our curriculum, architectural curriculum or interior designing curriculum, that has to be imparted to them. But I do not know, it is because of the inexperience of the staff who are teaching them, or inexperience of or negligence of the kids who are learning it. But whatever is happening, the kids are coming up with half-baked knowledge, and we as architects afterwards, after they come, we are facing this big
True, very true.
Very true, 100%, totally. One last question, sir. If being into this fraternity, अगर आपको इस fraternity के लिए कुछ करने का मौका मिलता है, तो आप क्या करना चाहेंगे सर?
Not exactly for this fraternity, but there is something which the thought that had occurred to me around 4-5 months back, and I had shared the same with Drumil also. That that in a lot of places like Ahmedabad, Mumbai, there is this gathering of architects which happens on an annual basis, and over there not only the session generally is of 2 or 3 days. Not only are the people of this field invited for lecture series and all, but people from all the other fields are also invited. Knowledge base of us architects, it expands in a very, very big and a big manner, and it also gives a platform where we interact with each other, and that's always healthy for us. That is what is something which has been going into my mind since almost 5-6 months. I had shared this with Drumil and Avinav, and let's see, we are also working on that. If that's something like that, we can work together. Nothing like it.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, we'll plan that. Even we have that in our mind. Ki every architect, interior design, especially, to being very honest with you, we are totally focused towards Hyderabad. As you know about our magazine, it is purely dedicated to Hyderabad. Even it is our motto. You can say that.
True.
To bring all the architects, interior designers on one dais. They should not be competitor, they should be colleague.
Yes,
Correct.
That is what we are thinking, sir.
Yeah, same here.
सब एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आना चाहिए, वेंडर्स रहने दीजिए, सबका अपना अपना बिजनेस है, सबको मिलेगा. It was great interacting with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your valuable advices.
Our
Keep
pleasure.
guiding us. Keep supporting us. We'll
For
work
sure.
together. We'll grow together, sir. Thank you
Done,
so much,
done,
sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Thanks a
Thank you,
lot.
sir.